I hurt you in ways I never imagined, and it kills me every time I see the pain in your eyes. You were always radiant, and I was blind to the damage I caused while loving you recklessly. Every memory of hurting you lingers, haunting me with the beauty of what I took for granted. I never meant to hurt someone as breathtakingly pure as you, yet here I am, broken by my own mistakes. The hardest part isn't admitting I hurt you. It's realizing you deserved nothing but love and light. I loved you recklessly, and in doing so, I became the storm that shattered your calm. You didn't deserve the pain I brought. I only hope time will soften the echoes of my mistakes. Every moment I hurt you, I lost a part of myself that I'll never get back. I see now that my selfishness was a shadow over your brilliance, and I hate myself for it. You were the most beautiful soul I've ever touched, and yet I scarred it with careless hands. My love for you was real, but my actions betrayed the very heart I claimed to cherish. Hurting you is a wound I carry, a constant reminder of how love can also be destruction. I've never met someone whose heart shone brighter than yours, yet I stained it with my mistakes. You deserved a gentle love, a steady hand, but I gave you chaos wrapped in passion. I wish I could rewind time and undo the pain I caused, because losing your trust haunts me. Loving you was effortless, but hurting you felt like the heaviest chain I've ever carried. Every apology feels hollow compared to the beauty I've broken within you. The most tragic truth is that I loved you too much to hold back, and that love hurt you anyway. Your beauty was both a gift and a mirror, showing me my darkest flaws as I hurt you. I wonder if you'll ever see me without the weight of the pain I caused clinging to my soul. I am haunted by the moments I failed you, by the laughter I shadowed with my selfishness. To have loved someone as luminous as you and to have hurt you feels like a curse I cannot lift. I see your face in every quiet moment, and I am reminded of the heartbreak I caused. My hands were trembling the day I realized I had broken the most beautiful person I knew. I loved you in pieces, but in my brokenness, I shattered the whole of you too. I can only hope the love I still carry doesn't remind you of the pain I brought. You were everything, yet I turned our love into a battlefield I cannot forgive myself for. I hurt the one person who never hurt me, and that truth is heavier than any regret I've known. I see the traces of my mistakes in your eyes, and it pierces me in ways I cannot describe. My love was real, my intentions pure, but my actions left scars no words can heal. You were the sun, the light that guided me, and I became the shadow that darkened your path. I loved you recklessly, without thinking of the fragile heart I held in my hands. Hurting you has changed me, made me smaller, yet I can't escape the love I still feel. Every tear I caused is a lesson etched into my soul, reminding me what I lost. I am terrified that I'll never be able to make amends for the pain I've caused someone so extraordinary. You were a masterpiece, and I became the vandal who didn't know better. I never meant to wound you, yet I did, and that guilt will follow me forever. Loving you taught me beauty, joy, and heartbreak all at once. The hardest part isn't admitting I hurt you, it's realizing you were perfect even when I failed. My heart aches knowing I am the reason your smile faltered, even for a moment. I hope someday you can see me beyond the hurt, beyond the mistakes that shadowed our love. You were light incarnate, and I was the storm you never deserved. I love you still, but I fear my love can never undo the damage I've caused. Every day I live with the knowledge that I hurt someone irreplaceably beautiful. I never realized how fragile love could be until I watched you suffer because of me. Your beauty was beyond the surface, it was in your soul, and I hurt that too deeply. I am sorry for every tear, every moment of doubt, every second I made you feel small. I hurt you not out of malice, but out of ignorance, and ignorance feels like a sin when it touches someone like you. You deserved endless love, and I gave you fleeting pain. My heart breaks knowing that the person I cherished most felt the sting of my mistakes. You were my everything, and hurting you has left a permanent shadow on my soul. I wish I could carry your pain so you wouldn't have to, but I can only carry the guilt. Loving you should have been gentle, but I brought fire instead. Every time I see you smile now, I remember the damage I caused and ache silently. I can't undo the past, but I hope my love still reaches you in some quiet corner of your heart. Hurting you was the most beautiful mistake I'll ever regret. I never realized that the hands that could hold you could also hurt you so deeply. I see your face in my dreams, and I wake with the guilt of knowing I caused your pain. You were my heart in human form, and I shattered it with every careless word. Loving you should have been my greatest honor, yet I turned it into my biggest regret. Every time I think of you, I'm reminded of the cruelty of my own hands. I wanted to hold you forever, but my mistakes pushed you away instead. Your soul was a galaxy, and I threw meteors of my mistakes into your sky. I hurt the one person who made my world brighter, and that thought haunts me endlessly. You deserved safety, warmth, and love, and all I gave were storms and shadows. I've never been more aware of my failures than when I see how deeply I wounded you. Your beauty wasn't just skin deep, it was every part of you, and I left scars all over it. I carry the echoes of your pain in my chest like a weight I cannot set down. I wanted to be your calm, your safe place, but I became the source of your tears. Hurting you has made me painfully aware of how destructive love can be in unsteady hands. I thought I was loving you, but in truth, I was learning how not to love someone so perfectly. You were my everything, and yet I be the reason for your silent heartbreak. My love was intense, but my control was absent, and I scarred the one I adored most. You deserved gentle words, tender touch, and unwavering respect, but I failed you at every turn. I never realized how fragile hearts were until I watched yours crack in my hands. I love you still, but I fear that love now comes with the shadow of my mistakes. Every time I see you smile, I remember the tears I caused, and it feels unbearable. I wanted to be your home, your shelter, yet I became the storm you had to endure. You were a light I should have protected, and I let darkness slip in through my own recklessness. I wish I could undo the past, but the only thing I can do is live with the consequences. You were the most beautiful soul I've ever known, and I left cracks no one else can see. I wanted to love you endlessly, but I hurt you before I learned how to love properly. The weight of my mistakes presses down on me because hurting you is a pain I cannot escape. I see the traces of my wrongs in your eyes, and it pierces me with unbearable regret. Loving you recklessly has left me hollow, yet I cannot stop remembering every detail of you. You deserved joy and safety, and instead, I gave you chaos wrapped in love. My hands tremble, thinking of the moments I caused your heart to break. You were everything, and yet my actions left you with nothing but scars of my mistakes. I never understood the cost of love until I watched you suffer because of me. I hurt the one person who gave me their all, and now I carry that burden every day. You shined so brightly, and I dimmed your light without even realizing it. Every word I spoke, every decision I made, now feels like it betrayed your trust. I wish I could take back the pain I caused, but time moves forward, leaving only guilt. Loving you was the easiest part. Hurting you was the hardest truth I've ever faced. You were a masterpiece, and I smeared the paint with my own careless hands. I never imagined I could be capable of causing so much sorrow to someone so perfect. My love was wild, untamed, but it became the reason your heart bled. I look back and see every moment I failed you, and my chest tightens with regret. You deserved a steady heart, and all I gave was a storm that left destruction in its wake. I hurt the one person who made life feel worth living, and that truth is unbearable. Every memory of us is tinged with the pain I caused, and can't escape it. You were the light I could never match, and yet I tried and hurt you in the process. My intentions were pure, but my actions were flawed, leaving you wounded in ways I can't repair. Loving you should have been my pride, but hurting you has become my heaviest regret. You were my dream, my heart, and I became the nightmare in your life. I hurt you with every word left unsaid, every action taken too late. I wish I could have loved you gently, without ever leaving a mark of sorrow. You are the most beautiful person I've ever known, and I'm the one who caused you pain. Every apology feels meaningless compared to the depth of your heartbreak. I wanted to be the one to lift you, not the one to let you fall. Hurting you has been the cruelest teacher, showing me the weight of my own mistakes. I never thought love could hurt this much until I saw the pain I caused in you. You deserved a love that healed, not one that wounded, and I failed you at every turn. My heart aches, knowing the most beautiful person I have loved carries my scars within them. I wish I could replace the pain I caused with the love I still feel. You were my everything, and hurting you has left a void that words cannot fill.